You're listening to the Drum Shed Podcast.
Hello.
Welcome to the Drum Shed Podcast, and it's me and Aurea tonight.
Thank you for having me. I'm very well, thank you. I think this is my third time.
Yeah,
and I always enjoy.
Always a pleasure, because you've been described to me by a listener as Bubbly.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
I like that. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
I think that's an accurate description. But yeah, I mean, what have you been up to? Have you been away? You've been away, haven't you?
Oh yes, yes. I mean, I think today actually is my first day back into normality, like back into routine in London, going back to work, all of that stuff, not knowing that something's coming up. So I was away for 2 weeks in Ireland, and another extra week that I came commute to work for a couple of days, and then this long weekend I was in Spain seeing my family as well. So yeah, generally I've been up to that. In terms of drums, I mean, been a bit stop and start, but I try to keep a little bit of routine. I brought my pad with me. I've been looking for a band, and I did play for one day with one band. So trying to learn the songs, which is really hard when you don't have a drum kit. But I think it's still obviously still as keen as ever with my drums. But following my journey.
Sometimes you have to have a bit of a break from it. I mean, I find myself recently not playing as much. And if you remember, I mean, I used to do post videos kind of almost a few times a week. Oh,
that's true. Yeah.
And I haven't posted a drum related playing video for some time. And I think I mean, my personality, I go through phases of, up and down anyway. But with the drumming, sometimes it's all about drums and sometimes it's all about drum gear, or it's about something completely different. So I go through these phases, and I was just thinking earlier today that I'm really in a drum phase at the moment, and I haven't been playing very much, but a couple of things have made me in a drum phase. And we're recording this on when are we? What day is it today? Do you know?
It's the 27th of August, and it's Wednesday.
Wednesday, the 27th of August, and that means it's. I'm a little bit like a hibernating bear. I hibernate sometimes in the summer, or mostly in the summer, because the heat and the sun is not my friend. I do like seeing the sun. I like the blue sky and the green, and I like that, the colours, but the warmth can slow me down. So when it comes to this time of year, I get a little bit excited about autumn.
I am exactly like you. I think we are twin souls. I absolutely don't enjoy the summer. I mean, actually, I'm more extreme than you. I can't stand the sun. I'm a bit of a vampire, and my favorite month of the year is September. I'm back to school. And October, September and October. I love the Halloween, the leaves and all of that. Yeah. And September, I love it because, I don't know, I grew up having really boring summers. I don't know, I think, I was from a small town, and with my parents, I used to go to the beach nearby. I mean, might sound exciting to you, not when you're from the south of Spain, and didn't know anyone. My friends were not around, and I dying to get back to September. I spent the whole August dreaming about how meeting my friends again, what things I was going to get into, or when I was going back to college to Madrid or whatever. So September, October, my favorite times of the year. Summer's good, and obviously you get a lot with the family, but it's always almost like a threshold, like the new year, almost for me. Yeah, I love September, October completely. And sun slow me down a lot. Sometimes during the day, can't get on with anything, but anyway.
Well, I suppose the Spanish have a siesta, so you kind of siesta for the whole summer.
my parents siesta every single day of their lives, and they still do it. Doesn't work for me. I wake up really tired and bad mood, but I think it's I'm looking forward to everything. And I agree with you. I'm completely in a drum phase, but I have to say mine have been quite hyper for the last 2 years. since I came
Yeah,
back.
you've been on
See,
one for
so,
a while, haven't
so
you?
and I've been, and it's quite funny because why did I get all that long without being into it? I don't know. Yeah, I was like that 15 years ago. And then it would slow down, slow down, slow down until there was nothing. And even during that time, when I was doing a little bit, I wasn't practicing. So I wasn't getting better, just
Yeah,
doing what I
that's
knew.
still
And
my problem, I think.
yeah, I was, no, I mean, I
Practicing.
think you do a bit more. I mean, at least you kind of try. I mean, I wasn't even trying. I wasn't, well, why? And then one thing I had to say I have discovered since I came back from camp is that I forgot the absolute joy of playing with people because I was so much into drums. I was like, I don't mind, I just want to learn. And I'm very happy to learn there in the corner of my kitchen with the headphones on.
Yeah.
And I was quite happy with that. I was really enjoying seeing some progress on some things and, obviously playing along to tracks or doing the sessions or whatever. But then, yeah, I've done it 2 or 3 times since I came from camp and I went like, wow, this is what it's all about. And now I think is my aim, one way or another, finding the right people to do it regularly. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, with the September thing, for me, it's always like time to get a new bag and a new pencil case because it's that back to school
Exactly.
season. So like, I always think, okay, what do I
Exactly.
need to get or new outfit? Or, I also look better in more clothes, so I genuinely prefer like
The same.
Rolex and higher up bigger jumpers and things. So yeah,
Yeah.
but I've always found that with music, I've always been more creative writing. When I used to write, I say writing as if I can write music, but I used to produce music in the 90s, on an Atari drum and bass kind of ambient trip hop kind of stuff. And I always was much more creative in that time. If I was ever writing lyrics and stuff or in songs I did before, it was always in September onwards, but nothing until then. It was like a big break, like a summer break. But yeah, so that's one reason. We've got a lot of stuff to look forward to. So looking at and we've started off already. I've already had an event last week, which I'll talk about. But we've got some stuff to look forward to. Working back from the UK drum show, obviously we've got that, which is the pinnacle, the main point of the year for me on the calendar. Unless there's a Minor Drum Festival on, but because the UK Drum Festival is on every year, and Minor UK Minor Festival is not on every year, I have to give the peak to UK because it's reliable on the every year thing, so we can do that. But this year we've got, working back, we've got the Minor Drum Festival in July 2026. But let's get back into to UK Drum Show. So that's looking pretty good. You're going to that, aren't you?
Absolutely. And only saying one night because, I didn't want to take the piss for the family, to be honest. So what I'm doing is I'm going to wake up as early as I can on the Saturday, take the first train in, and then I have a hotel booked. And I actually booked the ticket yesterday. I booked it all the day before. I thought, oh gosh, I haven't booked the ticket. And then I need to get myself the train.
Have you got a hotel sorted out?
Yeah, I have the hotel sorted out.
Yeah,
it's not super close, but I imagine we're all going to go out and have a drink or dinner or whatever. So yeah, I'm sure I'll work it out. I mean, to be honest, compared to London, it couldn't be that far to get an Uber back to the hotel. The only annoying thing, obviously, only having the hotel for one night, you have to carry your stuff with you all the time. So you're not going to bring a small backpack and carry with me. But I'm so looking forward to it. And I think for me, having experienced it last year is basically the social element of it. Is seeing all of you guys. And I have seen you a few times and others from London, but I haven't seen the guys we saw last year. I'm very looking forward to see Lee, who I talk regularly. And some of the others. And so it was really good fun. And also imagining all the playground we have. It's almost like seeing your friends, but in a really cool playground. Yeah. So I'm just going to let myself, follow others. I don't care. I mean, I do want to see Mark Juliana. I heard a lot about him, and I haven't listened too much to his stuff, which probably I should do in preparation to seeing him. But yeah, I want to see that. And then, just hang out wherever people are, in Mike's room or somewhere else. Yeah.
Yeah. Just on a side thing, it's just a little personal
Yeah.
note, but if you want to put your bag in my car on the Sunday, then you
take
haven't
it.
got to drag it around. My car
I'll
will be in the
take
car
it.
park nearby.
I'll take that. Yeah.
Because I'll
I'll
have to check out
definitely.
as well, because I'm going Friday and Saturday, but obviously I'm checking out
Oh, it's true. You need to
Saturday
check
morning
out.
as well. So, sorry, Sunday morning. That's when you're talking, isn't it? Because you're
Yeah,
staying
yeah. I
Saturday.
just stayed there Saturday night.
Yeah. So yeah,
Oh,
put
that
it in my
sounds
car if you
brilliant.
want.
That sounds brilliant. And also, you owe me a tour of minor symbols that you promised me you're gonna give me.
I owe you a tour of mine. That doesn't sound right. I owe you a tour. Why do I owe you?
Because we talked about it, and you
Okay.
said that you're gonna give me. We're gonna go to the stand, and you're gonna explain to me the different styles.
Oh, I'll do my best. Yeah.
Okay,
problem
you
is
don't
that
want to do it. Sorry, I just put you in the
No, I'll
spot.
do it now. Of course I'll do it. Joe, and Joe, and Joe. No, not all called Joe, are they? Joe Russell, Joe Whitmore, and John Henry will be there. They're probably slightly more experienced, but
But for what I need, I think I need someone like you, because I want
okay.
something very basic, and I just
So
want to say.
to say that out again for the people listening at Minor, you need someone like me. Is that right?
Yeah. No, I want
Thank you.
someone that you know me now. You know what I want. So,
I know
and
exactly
you can
what
explain it quickly.
You want 15-inch Foundry Reserve hats.
I mean, yeah, of course. Who doesn't?
Yeah.
But I want to know about the others as well. I want to.
Yeah, cool.
I want to try rides and crash just one.
Cool.
Anyway.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be fantastic. So bringing it back, we're not in any particular order because we are both of us are a little bit chaotic in our minds. But so last week, this is links to what's coming up in the future, near future. Last week on the 22nd of August, on Friday, I went up to Norwich to see, or the Norwich area, Helsden, and to see a new friend, Dan Moss, who was on the podcast before. You've heard that one, have you?
I listened, yeah, definitely.
He says testing her.
I have listened to all of them.
Yeah, she mentioned. And Dan Moss, aka Mozzie Drums, is doing he's putting a great effort in to try and keep the drumming community going in his area and beyond, probably. And he arranged this drum hang. He's got this brand, the drum hang, or this event kind of I can't think of a word to call it, but this thing. And his first event was in this community centre. It's a nice place, but it was very well supported. It was like a little mini drum show in the sense. Yeah, it was. It started at 4. It didn't finish till about, I think it was gone 10 or around. Yeah, I can't even remember when it finished. But you had little stands at the side. So you had at the very end, at the very front, you had the guy from Trinity Music, Trinity College, all the grades from the Trinity side.
Mm-hmm.
And you had Dr. Liston's. You had Keith Keogh from Dr. Liston's. This stuff that you may have seen. I bought one.
I have not seen that.
Okay. Well,
cymbal polish. I do have some cymbal polish, but it never worked for me.
Oh, this is
not from there.
One of his products. Yeah, this is one of his products. So he also does like cleaning stuff and other things for cleaning shells and stuff like that. But Keith Keogh, better known for being the founder of British Drum Company originally, but he's not with them anymore. So he was there with his new product, and lovely chap. Nice to meet him again. I've seen him a few times. In fact, my kit that I built was his shells. So yeah, he was there. Ben Aldred from Evans Promark did Aurea. He was there. He's just everyone loves Ben. I mean, he's just like, you can't not love him, really. He's like a teddy bear. And he was there. There's not much he doesn't know about tuning drums and drum heads. He often does those tuning events in shops, like Inti Music and Graham Russell and other ones, and Drum Shop. all of them basically. He was there, and then I'm working back, and then we had Into Music. So we had Jake and Ellie from Into Music were there.
Which I listened to you in the podcast talking to them ages ago. Was it one of the first ones that you did?
I think it might have been our second guest. Actually, the first one was Kira Chinia, and the second guest I think was Jake.
And their app is fabulous. It's really good. I mean, I haven't bought anything from them yet, but
the Into Music app.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah.
But they've got another spin-off. They've got Into Music, or Higher by Into Music.
Yes, I did look into that actually, because I looked into her in the AD10 to try, but then I thought
the AD10.
I just thought I might just save and get it at some point, because if I try it,
you've got to try one.
Yeah. I would use it very little, but yeah, I looked into that. They did have it, and yeah,
that's a good one to hire. I'm not sure how much it costs, but it's
it wasn't too bad actually. I think. Oh, you have someone at the front door.
I do have some. How did you know?
Because I just hear it.
Wow, that's weird. Anyway, sorry, I didn't want to do much editing, but I'm gonna have to edit that out.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where.
Mine sounds the same. I think we had the ring. I can't remember which one we had, but ours says the same.
Yeah, so we had Into Music, and they were doing the they had a little pop-up shop that they have, which they had a few Minel products, Sona products, and also they had one of these. It's not in the box. The Rohima Mr. Muff.
Oh my god! I bought a Mr. Muff the other day. The one, yes,
the little fluffy thing,
the fluffy thing for the snare, and I love it.
Well,
I absolutely love it.
These are like the tea-towel things.
Yeah,
the Christine Edens ones. Well, they're
exactly.
They're not signature ones, but I refer to them as Christine.
That's what I saw them for the first time. But I was gonna. I didn't know. I was gonna say, so I buy moonshells or something, and I was like, oh, this is so much fun. And when you have it up, it's like you have a little monster sticking out. It's really lovely.
This is why we bring her in, because she's bubbly.
Yes.
So yeah. They had some bits. They had some nice a few cymbals set up on a kit. They had some what were they? They were the oh my god, the ones with the three ones. It'll come to me. I can't. I've gone a bit.
The 3 what? 3 what?
Cymbals. They have what are they called?
The 3 cymbals.
Doesn't matter.
China?
They had some minor Byzant cymbals, and
China?
I used to have one of them. And no, not China. No, they had,
I don't know anything else.
Yeah, it will come to me in a bit. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it. It's embarrassing forgetting the minor products. Yeah, and I managed to buy myself some Zac sticks. What did I say? Stack 6. I can't. My words
Stack
are in a mucking
sticks?
fuddle again.
You mean these guys?
Those guys. Yeah, turn them around so we can see that. That's it. That's the one.
But you know why? I
Polyphonic. There we go.
Oh yeah.
Polyphonic.
Because I took they were in my backpack to Spain, because I thought I need to bring 6. Obviously, how can I travel without 6? And I thought, I think I take the sack.
Yeah. So to be honest, I have to buy something, and which was mentioned by someone there, that I seem to be obsessed with buying things. But I got my pair of sticks, another pair of sticks, so that puts me on about 20 something. And that Rohima Mr. Muff 14-inch.
You're going to put it in the snare?
Well, I've got a 13-inch snare. I've got a few 14 inches, but
you're going to put it in the snare, because people put it all over the place. I saw them in the floor tom as well.
I put it on the floor tom at the moment because I've got a 14 floor tom next to me. But yeah, no, it's a great thing. Really nice. I mean, I made one. It's not as good as that one, obviously. I mean, the one that I bought is better. Yeah, and some pads and usual stuff there. So Jake and Ellie had a nice stand. Steve from Sona was there with the AQX2. No, that's not right. AQ2. I don't know what's happened to my brain, but it's literally fell out. The
It's the summer.
AQ2
It's still August.
150 anniversary AQ2 kit was there, which is beautiful. You can't have an AQX2 because you either have an AQX or an AQ2. You don't have both.
But that part does not mean anything to me yet.
Okay.
I'm proud. I recognize most of the
It's
you
fine.
mentioned, but I got to that number of that.
I have to get those things. I have to get it right. I have to get that right because that would freak me out. But it was, and there was other people. There was Top Banana Drums. There was Drum Buddy, and there was a raffle supplied. There were lots of products were supplied. I won a protection racket stick bag for Archie.
Nice.
Because I have my Minor. It was a mini one, just for taking a few sticks out. I gave that to Archie because I was going to buy him one of those anyway. So that was handy. And people won snares and the Sona bass drum pedal, the Perfect Balance one, Jojo Mayer one, and all sorts. So yeah, it was really good, and it was rammed. It was well filled out as a bar. And on stage, you had Dan Moss kicked it off, and then you had Jamie Drumcat Murray, and you had Darby Todd. I have to put my teeth back in tonight. I don't know what's the matter.
So on the stage, so in the stage was more like not masterclass, like drum festival performances more than masterclasses, was it?
Well, a little bit of
chatty bit as well. Chat
of a drum
and
clinic.
Play. Oh,
drum
clinic. Yeah. So a mix between playing and chatting,
talking,
answering questions. Yeah.
Kids come up and had a go. A few people came up and had a go. Nice, sort of nice, friendly vibe. But what it felt like, it really felt. Oh, and Joe Russell from Minor was there, because he lives not far from there, and he was very nice to see him. It was a bit of a surprise. I wasn't expecting to see anyone from Minor, but it's just so nice. Like, you turn up in this community centre in Norwich. I haven't been to Norwich since my friend went to university, who's the same age as me.
I had never been to Norwich.
Well, if he's at university and I'm the age I am, it must have been 30 years ago, and that's the last time I was in Norwich. But you turn up in this place in Norwich, and there's all these people that you know. I mean, you've met before, of some of them, more than others.
Yeah.
And it's just this real community family thing. And I didn't really know Dan very well. I've only just met him before on the podcast. But it just feels like this really strong community, and we go on about it all the time about how good the drum community is. But it really is. And events like this are important. And Dan used to work for PMT, which have shut down.
Yeah.
He lost his job.
I heard that.
And he's picked himself up and brushed himself down, and using his experience and contacts and energy to do something, which is what we should do. When we get kicked down, we should do something, and that's what he's doing. Yeah. So hats off to Dan Moss. And while we're on that subject, on the 6th of September in Norwich, a different venue, the Brickmakers in Norwich, is Thomas Lang. So Thomas Lang, it's a pretty big deal.
I mean, absolutely. He's a legend.
It's a big deal.
Even me, I know about Thomas Lang. So absolutely.
Yeah. Do you know what? I was speaking to my uncle today, who is 72, drummer, been playing since, for the last 50 or so years. And I said Thomas Lang, and he goes, "Oh yeah, is that the guy with all the pedals?" So he reached and my uncle, as I've said it before, does not own a television. He does not have internet. He's got in front of him on his coffee table a rhythm magazine, and it's probably well old, but it's got Thomas Lang in it, and it's got I can't remember the other people he mentioned. It'll come to me, but a load of people that we talk about all the time. And it's I've got it here right in front of me. So this is the reach, and this is a guy that in the south coast of England, disconnected, you might think, from the modern community of the internet and even TV, and all his connection is with digital radio, with Radio 4 and Jazz FM and things like that. But yeah, Thomas Lang, he's coming. And at the moment, as we record this today, bearing in mind this is coming out on Friday, if I can fix the edits of all my mistakes, which is I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to keep the mistakes in. 3 mistakes with this episode, as always. There's an extra bonus bundle this time. Under 25 tickets left. So if you are thinking of going to see Thomas Lang up north, or it's not, is it north? It's north for us, but
It's not for us, I think.
I was listening to Drum and Drummer podcast today, and they were saying anything north of Winchester is up north. So I think that was quite hilarious. Winchester's pretty south.
I am not great with my geography, but I
Okay.
even know I
It's kind of
know
near. It's
that.
south of.
Yeah.
It's not south
Just
of
trying to
Portsmouth
do
because that's the
so.
sea.
The six is a
direction.
Saturday. It's very doable, I guess. The 6 is a Saturday, no? Yeah.
Saturday, yeah, the 6th.
Afternoon.
Well, if you go for a
Evening?
VIP ticket, it's 5 o'clock till 6 o'clock. If you go for the standard evening ticket, it's 7 till 10. It's 20% off all single tickets as I read this out, which it might not be if you listen to it on Friday, so double check. And it is also buy one and get one free for a limited time at this point. So please go to mozzydrums.co.uk and check what the prices are at the time and how many there are left. Or hopefully you've already gone and bought them. Does that make sense? I can't really wind that back. That makes no sense.
It makes.
Yeah, so that will be a masterclass.
Yeah,
So that will be different from.
I imagine so. That's what people expect.
Yeah, it's a different from this. It won't have maybe the stalls and maybe other shops won't be there like Into Music. I think they're on their honeymoon. Not the shop, but the owners, of course. But yeah, if you want to go to Brickmakers, it's 496. Oh my God, how do you say this? Sprowston Road, SPROW.
You're asking the wrong person.
Road, Norwich, NR 34DY. But check it out on Mozzy's website. I've done a lot of promoting of that, but I think it's worth doing because, you know.
I mean, that event that you described to me sounds amazing, and I might try to join the next one. It just sounds great just to hang out with so people and geek out, really, and listen to your drums. I mean, what's wrong with that? I mean, it can't get any better, is it?
It's all for good cause. And what I didn't tell you about that was, and it's a bit boring maybe, but so we drove 2.5 hours to Norwich. About 5 minutes out from where we were, my car threw up this orange light. Emergency. It said emergency gearbox mode, no reverse gear, and it started to limp like it had a wheel missing, or like it was a 3-legged race or something. It just wasn't changing gear. It's an automatic, guys, and it just didn't. It was like, oh my God. So we limped into the car park. And I said, don't worry, we've got AA relay. We'll get home. Don't worry. Anyway, after a few phone calls, I went with Archie. He did the photography for it. It's done a great video.
Oh, that's great. I haven't been in Instagram for a while. I need to double check because I imagine he posted something. Has he posted stuff?
I'm not sure if he's posted it yet because he's given it to Dan first, but he may have. I haven't even seen.
Oh yeah, in a while, yeah.
But he's done a video which I thought was pretty amazing. So we should get that aired as much as possible. Or I mean, it's sort of Dan. I'll leave it to Dan first of all, and then we'll put it on our Instagram if he wants us to, or whatever you. But or our YouTube. But yeah. So Archie was going there to do that for him to help him out. That was our contribution, if to help out. And yeah, the car broke, so I let Archie go and set up while I made loads of phone calls. And the bottom line, AA came, they couldn't fix it. They were going to charge me £800 to get a lift home because I didn't have national recovery.
Oh, no.
So they took me to a Volkswagen garage where it still is. The car is still in Norwich. I left a piece of me in Norwich.
Your car is still in Norwich?
The big one, yeah, the big white car.
The one that you use for work as well?
Yeah, I use it for work.
Oh,
The big one.
yeah,
So
the one that I've been with you when we've gone to
yeah,
places.
yeah. So that car is in Norwich, and I had to hire a Fiat 500, which
Oh,
is
that's cute.
it was a red one. It was really cute. Actually, it was really cute.
I don't
But
know
I'm
anything
not.
about cars, but that is cute. The only thing I
It,
can say.
it's sweet, but I'm not sure I wanted to drive it all that way. But
Yeah.
luckily, we didn't take a drum kit with us because we wouldn't have had that in the car.
Oh, would you have brought one? Why would you brought a drum kit with you?
No, I'm just saying that if we'd have gone to an
Oh
event,
yeah. When do we go
or
to
if
all
we'd
the
have
other
bought a
events? Yeah,
drum
yeah.
kit, more likely I would have
Oh,
bought a drum kit and
more
come home
likely.
with one. But
Which
yeah,
could happen.
could easily happen.
Could
That
easily happen. Yeah.
it often does, far too
Yeah.
often.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know
But
how it could happen.
so, and what I'm trying to work out is if I can get my car fixed. At the moment, Volkswagen can't find anything wrong with it because the code's cleared, which is really unhelpful. So if I can get it fixed in like by the 6th, then I can go up, get my car, do the Thomas Lang gig, and then
Oh,
drive home.
yeah. But are you
But
going
I
to
have
be
to
there
go up
a
on a
lot?
train. I have to get a train up
Yeah.
there. Or,
I mean, obviously you had to rent a car because you had to collect Archie. And obviously you want to go to the event too, but yeah.
yeah, I could
Oh,
rent a car the other way, but it's cheaper to get a train.
yeah. No.
So
It
anyway,
was a bit of an expensive event for you. I'm sorry.
it was an adventure, and I was really pleased actually. I had Archie with me, to be fair, because it's not having. I mean, he's my baby, but he is 19, and so he's quite useful,
Oh,
quite helpful. It was his idea to hire a car, which was a really fantastic idea. Bless him.
yeah.
I wouldn't have even thought of that. I don't think, because I was like, I'll get a hotel. I'm like, yeah, I've got to be in work tomorrow. So is he, funnily enough. Anyway, so that was that event. But thank you, Dan Moss, for that, and hopefully we'll sell out the Thomas Lang stuff. Now, next thing, Anika Nilles.
Oh, I had tickets for that.
You
You
and
told
I
me about
and Arch
that.
are going to Anika Nilles at Ronnie Scott's on the 12th
Yeah.
of September, Friday.
Yeah. I had a day I was feeling a bit, I was like, I need to do something to cheer myself up. And I bought tickets. So I'm going. And I've never been to Ronnie Scott's actually.
Sorry?
I've never been to Ronnie Scott,
You've never
to the
been?
venue.
No, to be honest, I've been quite a bit recently, but I think the first time I went to Ronnie's, I think it was to see Benny. Benny and at the Buddy Rich thing, but the first time he did it, he's done it, I think, 2 times. But yeah, I went to, that was probably the first time I went. And yeah, I've been a few times. I've seen Anika there before. I've seen Zach there, but not as Zach Grooves. I've been there with Zach for a night out when he was on his tour with a few of his band, his brother and that, and Sean. And I've been to see, Benny twice, Anika, someone else. I can't remember.
The name, obviously, I heard it millions of times. I just never happened that, just there was something I could go to or wanted to go to. But yeah, obviously.
It's a different experience.
Yeah,
It's really, it feels quite posh. It feels, you get served. You don't go up and buy drinks. They come to your table. You you don't get up unless you want to go to the toilet. Of course, you are allowed. But yeah, you get served at your table. They treat you very nicely. It's a real old-fashioned feeling. It feels like I wasn't there in the old days, but it feels like it's a better version, because I think in the old days it might have been a little bit less luxurious, but it, and maybe a little bit more rough feeling, but it's certainly classy and feels nice, and you feel well safe and looked after. So
I mean, the fact that they have 2 showings, one early afternoon and one evening, it's just a different thing. You don't normally see that in venues.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to that. So that's on Friday, the 12th of September. There are 2 showings, as Aurea just mentioned. I think one is the matinee or the afternoon thing, and one is 8 o'clock. So go
Which
to
we
Ronnie
have 8 o'clock
Scott's.
now. Yeah, I think we have
We're
eight
doing the
o'clock.
eight
Is it?
o'clock.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
good. Yeah.
Go to Ronnie Scott's website and buy tickets, because we need people like Anika to sell out so she can come back, and we need clubs like Ronnie Scott's to stay afloat. They've had a refurbish recently. They probably need the money. Oh, I'm not saying that, but they probably could do with the cash. So go out, get off your butt, and go and support music, because we are losing stuff left, right, and centre. This week, I hear about Drum Centre Cologne is closing down in December.
Oh, really?
Now, I know it's in Germany and it doesn't particularly affect us, but it does affect us. It affects all the
Mm.
business. It affects the business. I mean, I've been to that shop, and Ollie from there was really nice to me, and met his dad, who owns the shop, runs the shop with him. Very good friends with Mr. Reinhold Meinl. They go, they've been down there regularly to go and pick out cymbals, because it's not too far, Cologne to Guttenstetten. And yeah, it's just an end of an era, And Benny was saying on our podcast video we did that the Hamburg shop, there isn't a drum shop in Hamburg. So Hamburg, Cologne,
That's
we're losing them
crazy.
in England.
Yeah.
America, Rupp's Drums is shutting, or has shut. I don't know. So it's like
Yeah.
waking up and finding out that another one's
Yeah.
going.
I have good memories from shops. I mean, my first ride symbol that I actually selected was from Wembley Down Centre. I remember the whole trek to go there and, just try stuff. And that was really good fun. And my kit was still in storage. It was from Food Music, and Food Music was, I don't know, 50 meters from my office. And sometimes at lunchtime, you just pop there and stuff. So I don't think I have been in a drum shop for a while, actually.
Was that Foots at Golden Square, or was it the other
Golden
one?
Square, in
It
Golden
was.
Square.
Yeah.
But I've been to the other one as well, because I went to an event there as well.
Yeah.
But that was a few years later. I think it might have been a Tom Tom magazine event from the female drummers. Actually, from the magazine that I sent you a page that Anika Nilles was there. But that was in the other one, I think it's the Commercial Street. It's near Couch Street.
Good Street.
What it was near Worcester. But no, my original one. I worked for a while in Golden Square, and then after that, I walked 2 streets from there in Great Marlborough. So yeah, it was my local one. But I think the closest one I have now, which I have bought online from, but I haven't been in person, is Drum Shack.
Well, funny you should say that about Drum Shack. So the other week when we got back from our holiday, because we was also in Portugal, when we got back, Archie had a couple of sessions booked in London with a drum tutor, teacher friend of his, and he was asked to go and help with the recording of this band. I think the band's called Coach. If you put Coach, usual spelling, Coachch, it's an orange thing. I think there's only one track on Spotify. Might only be one track.
Let me check.
But
I
it's
will
like an
check.
orange square. But he was going to record. He went to record that anyway. So he went into London. I get a text from him saying, "Oh, Dad, where's the nearest place I can get drum heads?" I'm like, sounds organised, doesn't it? I mean, you're recording, you've got people coming, you need drum heads. You should have done this before, I mean, it's not him, but
but everyone.
Yeah. So I said, do you know what? Even though you're in London Bridge area, I think the nearest drum shop is going to be Drum Shack, which is, a little bit further away, but it certainly probably is. Well, probably. That's a bit of a weird one. It probably is the nearest one. There used to be drum shop nearer to London Bridge. Was that Impact Percussion? I can't remember. I'm getting
that one. I don't know anything about it.
My memory's confusing me. But yeah, there were more shops to choose from. But they jumped on a tube and they went to Drum Shack and got what they needed. and then went back.
Oh, they got it in person there, yeah.
Yeah. And I've been there a few times. I've bought a few kits from there in the past. Bought a Catalina club from there, a load of cymbals.
That's the one I have.
Is it? What
Yeah,
colour?
my kit. Pearl white.
Pearl white, yeah. That was the one I was going to get. I ended up getting the walnut glaze satin.
18-inch bass drum.
Yeah, same here. 12, 14, 18.
I need to check if it's okay. I haven't taken out of boxes in 10 years. Not 10, actually, maybe 8 that we did a gig or something like that. I can't remember.
It's probably okay. I think you should always put those silica gel packs in the case when you put a drum kit in.
Do you know what? I haven't done that. I mean, to be honest, I think the worst it could be is a bit of that. It could be repair or clean or something, I'm not fussy.
Sometimes the screws on the inside of the shell go a little bit greeny or a little rusty sometimes, but
you can replace that easily, I guess, if there was a case. But you made me think about it. I should get it out, but I find it so loud in the house that I just don't. Yeah, not even for half an hour. It's very hard.
Just get some Evans DB1 heads on it. It's lovely.
Yeah, but then you need to get some for the cymbals too, because the cymbals are insane.
Yeah, then you got to buy the minor HCS practice cymbals.
I have the hi-hats only.
And your minor cymbals sorted.
Yeah, it's still anyway.
There is still a noise. Yeah,
there is. Or we just take it to a studio for a few hours.
Yeah. So So what shops? We were talking about drum shops, weren't we?
The ones that I told you, the one that I kind of have good memories in.
Yeah, it's a real drum shack. Actually, it's small. There are 2 shops. There's one opposite the other. There used to be one down the road, but I think that might have shut where they had all the electronic stuff. But that's moved across the way. I think opposite. A friend of mine works there, who I used to work with at Anderton's, and it's a real treasure trove in there. You can go in there and you'll see. You just need to go and have a look. I might have to go
next time that I need anything. I usually order it, and there've been a couple of times that they knew it was going to take long, and I just got a text directly from someone on an email, and that was very nice. It felt very personal.
Yeah. Have you been to Graham Russell before?
I've never been to Graham Russell, because when we went to Benny Greb, they organized it, but
it wasn't in the shop.
It wasn't in the shop. Yeah, they brought the cymbals there. Do you remember?
So when we went to Benny Greb, yeah, because I've been to 2 Benny Greb ones that Graham's put on. The one was at the Southampton University, and one was at.
Oh yeah, you went to both. No, the one that I went, that Keith was there as well.
Yeah. Cool. Well, so let's think. That's a recap.
That's a recap of events coming.
And I can just say one other thing. I've made a purchase, which I told you about, of this.
Oh yeah. And that is the one. So is that the one that you purchased separately, or the one that came with the kit?
No.
That Tom.
So actually, we're doing an audio podcast. I better describe it.
Oh yeah. Tell the background. Tell the whole story.
I'm just showing Aurea a 12x8 Yamaha Stage Custom in Raven Black. Out of all the kit, this is the one that's got the most marks on it. Just with the usual Tom rash, you probably can't see it. I put a little bit of Sharpie on some of the white bits to get rid of it. But I bought a second-hand kit from Drum Shop, Newcastle, and it's 10, 12, 14 and 18 Stage Custom in black, which is not a colour that I normally buy. I don't normally buy black drum kits. However, I wanted a black drum kit. No, I wanted an 18-inch Yamaha Stage Custom. That's what I wanted. But whenever I buy an 18-inch kit, they always come 12, 14, 18. But I always want a 10. So I generally always buy a 10 separately and wait months for it to come.
I know. I heard you actually ordering Tom separately.
And my Catalina club that I just talked about from Drum Shack, I ordered a 10. I then sold the kit together.
What color is your Catalina?
It was the walnut glaze.
The walnut, true. Just
but but I sold
Lovely.
that now. I haven't got it. But I had to order the 10. So I had a 10, 12, 14. Well, this was a used kit and it came 10, 12, 14. Turns out though, I know this kit. I've met it before. And not only I've met it before, but I've played it before. And not only have I played it before, but my son has
Ah,
played it before. This actual kit, this actual drum.
I tell you, the universe have crazy
Ah.
synchronicity there.
But this
In
kit's
some cases.
it's sitting in Newcastle or sitting in Tyne Wear, Washington,
How did
which is
it happen?
5 hours away. And I've played on this before in South
How did
London
it
or
happen?
in Kent, I should say, because I won't say who it used to belong to, just in case we're not meant to. But it used to belong to someone quite well known in the drumming world. And that person's got a studio academy type thing down near where I live.
Mhm.
And when Archie had lessons, he had them there. And
Ah,
we've played on this kit. And I always commented on it going, oh, I love that little kit. It's cute, you know, because I like
ah.
little drums. And just so happens I bought it. But of course, me being me, I've got me 10. Let's see about the 8.
Oh my God, you want an eight as well?
So I've bought the 8. I bought a brand new 8 from Drummers Only. So I'm spreading the love.
So are you going to have them all out, or are you going to replace the 10 and the 8 as depending on what you're playing?
At the moment, set up, I've just got a 10, an 8, 10, and 14. The 12
Yeah,
is here,
which
as you
is
just, yeah.
quite standard to have
But
two
8,
up,
10,
one down.
14
Yeah.
looks great. And I love the little toms and they're really easy to fit into the space. I didn't have to move my ride cymbal. It's just a really nice setup. And
Mhm.
I never play with 3 toms. I never play 2 up. So it's made me think differently. And also, as you may have noticed on this drum, it's got Remo pinstripe clear heads on the top, which I haven't put on my drum kit since the 90s, really.
Yeah, I haven't seen those in a long time.
Yeah, but I decided I've got a load of coated heads, ambassadors and emperors and what have you, and Evans. So I thought, do you know what? I'll get a few. It had decent heads on it, but I wanted to have these. So I just got some pinstripes from work, and I had this 12 line around, and I've got all new heads on it. But as soon as I put those heads on, I was kind of back in this mindset of 80s, 90s, my kit from before. Even though it was an 18-inch bass drum, and my kit would have been 22 in those days. But it's just, I don't know, they just look cool and they sound amazing. They sound massive considering they're little. And the EAD 10 helps a little bit with that sound
Yeah.
as well, of course.
So what
But
do you have? Do you have it set up in the shed, or
yeah, it's in there now.
instead of which one have you taken out?
I moved out the Sona Vintage for a little bit just
Oh,
to
yeah.
give it some space,
Mhm.
just to
Mhm.
give me a little, because I wanted to have a play with the new one. Because this is what I do, I move them around. And you know, I'll play this for a while and then I'll move around. I don't know what's due next, what's coming in next. Depends on what I fancy at the time. I might go for the
It's so much
Ajax
fun.
kit, or I might go for the
So much fun.
Gretsch, or you know, or the Cornerstone, the Dixon kit might come back because I love that one. But yeah, it was it's such a good kit, and I just want to say that
You should
anyone
record a little
thinking
bit. Yeah.
about about what kit to get as a, you know, like a, well, anything, I think it's good enough for gigging, rehearsing, starter, intermediate, recording, even big recording, like, or big events, you know. Even that little 18-inch bass drum kicks a punch, and all the hardware, it's such a solid kit. So
It's a bit how you set up, to be honest. I think at the beginning, mine was 18 as well. And I was like, oh, is it okay for a rock band? I think it is,
with a clear
So
head
it
on it,
depends
like
how,
something like
yeah.
an Evans EMAD or the
I don't
Remo
know what it has,
equivalent
to be
or
honest.
whatever, you got a decent heads on them, but put that in a microphone or an EAD or whatever, or both, and it will sound massive.
I did have a big microphone. I don't even know which it's somewhere there as well. Actually, I should have a look. I saw it the other day. I did have two mics. I have two mics.
Well done.
I don't know.
I have a microphone, but it's in Archie's bass drum. I need to get it out and put it back in mine. So I was just really impressed with the Stage Custom, and I had the Stage Custom hit before, but I'm particularly impressed with the regular Stage Custom. The bop size is my jam, and to be fair, it was very much a Richard Spaven inspired purchase. Now, he doesn't have a Stage Custom version. Well, he might have, but not the one that we see him play regularly. But that configuration, that 10, 14, 18 is very commonly a Richard Spaven thing. When we saw him,
we didn't talk about that. We went to the event. Yeah. That was a really good event. Yeah. Actually, you probably talked about it, obviously, but no, we haven't talked together after that. I don't think no. That was really good fun.
When was that? When was it? It wasn't long ago, was it? It was July?
It was just before I went on holiday. So it might have been 15th of July, something like that, or 13th of July, or something like that. Okay. That was really good fun. Apart from, I just confirmed my suspicion that I can clap a bit. So, and I was unfortunately sitting on first row.
Clapping in time thing, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, why did I agree to sit on first row?
We were front row, yeah.
And also, we were talking to him before, so he was only talking to you and I. And suddenly I was like, oh my God. And then obviously it made me feel worse because I didn't realize that what he was doing. He was expecting us to fail, I guess, because it was placing the beat a bit, or at least me. But I went like, oh my God. I should quit right away. No. It was fun. But yeah, I mean, his style is incredible. I just really, really enjoy that. Which I think is very much like the stuff that you like too, no? Is not the stuff you want to...
The music?
Is that the stuff you're really into playing drums?
Yeah, I'm really into
drum and bass and all of that. So it's your thing, yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's like, because that was when I used to write music. I used to write that. Because, I mean, he's a bit younger than me, I think, Richard. But we're both from London, we're similar age, and
very similar.
And we probably listened to the similar music at the similar time when it was all going on. And difference is that I was doing it all with samples and floppy disk drives and things like that, and maybe he was too. But he took that breakbeat sample element and turned it into playing real drums in the same way, which I never thought to do because I was just using samples and just, you know, I was always a drummer, but I never thought about playing along with a real kit because I couldn't get that sound either in those days. I didn't have the equipment to get those sounds. But now I really enjoy playing real drums along to that style of music. And you and I have seen Richard play twice now, haven't we? Once at the 91 living room, 90 whatever it is called, at the Jazz Refreshed gig. Living room 90, I can't remember what it's called. Anyway,
I keep getting newsletter, but I can't remember very well.
Okay, yeah. And you got his album, didn't you? And
I did. I enjoyed it very much.
Yeah, and I got the vinyl as well, as you have, and that was the original reason why I was on the hunt for an 18-inch Yamaha kit. And Stage Custom was the target because I wasn't looking to spend a load of money. I do have two other 18-inch bass drums, and Archie's got one too. So in our house, we have 4 18-inch bass drums.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm jealous. I mean, I'm jealous about the kids, obviously, but I'm more jealous about the space.
I don't have the space. I've had to make the space by
I know, but it's still, I think even if I try to make it, it would be impossible. You know, it's not like I have other people in the family with hobbies and things around the place. It's like always either my kid or my photography stuff, which, anyway, it's not as much, but I do have a few, studio lights and stuff around too, and the sofas and the beds. Yeah, I don't have hobbies that they come with small stuff. I don't like, Pluto.
it's an expensive hobby, and it's also a hobby that takes up a lot of room, and it also
Yeah,
makes a lot of noise. I mean, pretty much one of the worst
exactly.
hobbies you could have, isn't it? You know,
Absolutely.
loud,
Between
noise, expensive.
between that and the fact that actually we actually get obsessed because every drummer I know get completely obsessed, I think our partners should all have like a sort of support group, like drummers
Yeah, like
living with the
the
drummer. How you deal with the noise, the craziness, the money
yeah,
spending, um,
partners
going
of drummers
away.
support
Oh,
group.
it's a group. I swear to God, there should be one.
Yeah, well, I think about that. Um, and actually, I don't know. We haven't spoke about Martina, have we? Just this is
Oh
like
no, no,
just
no,
to
no. We
wrap
haven't
up.
mentioned. Yeah, let's wrap up on that. I think
Yeah,
I know what happened, but yes, please. I think it's a great thing that you talk
yeah.
about it today. Yeah.
So I've mentioned Martina quite a lot in the podcast since we started doing it, and one of the reasons why I mentioned Martina so much is because I mean, she honestly is the person that was the reason I actually recorded myself and put a video up for the first time. I was watching, well, I came across her via Zach Grooves' YouTube video, and then came across Martina, watched her stuff. She sells or sold tracks
All right.
that you could play along to, and she said in the blurb, please feel free to be creative with this music and upload it and tag me and stuff like that, which was an invitation to that I couldn't miss. So I got inspired by that, and that's what got me originally recording just on my iPhone and just with my iPhone and my EAD 10. In fact, I probably got an EAD 10 because of her as well, to be fair. So
All right.
Yamaha, well done, good signing. I bought a stage custom hip in surf green, and I bought an EAD 10 on the back of Martina Barakowska's videos. So yeah, it works obviously. But I've met her as well. She had a gig with her band in London, and me and my friend went and bought tickets and went to see her. And bless her, she gave me a pair of sticks at the end of the
Oh my
gig,
God,
which
that's
was
so
really,
sweet.
yeah, it was really sweet. Got a picture of her and she's giving me the sticks, and then I bumped into her at the Minor Drum Festival, but only very briefly in Germany 23. And I do want to get her in on the podcast. That is something that I've talked about before. So, but the reason I'm bringing her up now is that whilst she's been out working on tour out of the country, or maybe not touring, but working drumming outside of the country that she lives in, her studio caught fire. So she's lost a lot of stuff. I think a lot of the equipment has been saved, although it may not because it got wet and stuff like that. Smoke damage and wet from the hoses. But I think a lot of the stuff did get out. All of her cymbals were saved, which when I first knew her, she played Istanbul, but now she's Minor, because as you expect, Minor keep an eye out and they always have the good signings, if you ask me. So they got her on board, and she's had a load of Minors, and luckily they're all safe. But I just think it's really sad. So there's, she's the studio space she's been in for all this time, 8 years, I think she said, has gone. So there's a guy on,
A fundraiser.
fundraiser.
Imagine.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm losing my mind. Where they are saying if you want to, support her, buy some of her music. So I'm just trying to find it. Actually, it's stupid of me to not have it ready because I thought I did have it ready.
Oh yeah, here it is. I found it. My friend INDM Los. Oh no, yes, that's her. Los Estudio de Noche. Someone called Arthur.
Yeah,
Oh
so
my
here
God,
we go. Here we go. It's drum. Fill in the gaps. Drum. I can't say it. Drum Malicious.
sorry, I don't want to. Yeah.
Drummalicious.com. So drum and then ELICIOUS.com, drummalicious.com. If you're donating for the fire in Martina's studio, we recommend purchasing her music. And there's a shop now link. I don't see another way of funding, of sending anything. I think there might be some merch. But
Yeah,
if you want to get some music, you can buy
I
it through the
definitely do it
links
now.
on that
There's a few
website.
things in here. Look,
Yeah.
samples and sounds perfect.
Yeah, it's
Lovely graphics as well. Oh, I don't know. I don't think you can see,
Yeah, I
but
can see it,
really
yeah.
lovely graphics. Yeah.
It's really nice looking little
Yeah.
site. But this is a friend of Martina that is just trying to help out. She played at the European Drum Show on the Mike Dolbear stage just last year. Or
She's
this
not
year.
in
When
Liverpool,
was
is
it?
she? It
Sorry?
was March or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, something like that.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
We're very good with detail on this show. We know exact
Today,
dates.
I mean, you got the wrong person really
today,
to help you.
Today, I don't know what's going on with me today. But anyway,
We are human.
human beings. And this podcast was really a bit of a catch up, and
Yeah.
I wanted to just catch up and just be a bit free and talk about a few different things, and just try and help spread the word of the industry, the community, and try and push promote as much as we can, because I really feel strongly about pushing and promoting that we get out, we go places, we see drummers, we participate, we take part, because it's exciting. It's better to go out and just sit in your phone and watch it all the time. It's easy just to scroll up and down on your phone. I'm doing it now. But it's better to go out and meet these people and help them, because it's not like a charity thing. You're getting something out of it as well. But if we don't go out to these things, then
Obviously,
these things will
seeing
vanish.
stuff live, I mean, you can't really
Yeah.
compare to seeing some live music. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard. Life gets in the way, and it's difficult to get back into the routine. But when you start, I think it's just come back, and you will want to,
Yeah, I mean, the fact that my car is like 2.5 hours away, sitting in a garage somewhere, it is part of the adventure. That's a story.
I think
isn't
it is. I
It
think
is a
it is.
story. We've got stuff coming up. Keep your eyes open on the Twitter sphere and the Instagram machine and all those things, because the UK drum show is coming up, which means drummers are in town, which means what will happen is
They
there
will
will
do
be
separate
events.
things. Yeah.
There'll be events going on. MJ's in town. Mike Johnson's coming over. Not in town yet, but he will be coming over. There'll be stuff going on around that time. There usually is. Keep an eye out on that. There's a lot of drummers coming into the country around the UK drum show time, and they often do events.
We got the gig with last year at the Zanzibar with Benny Greb. That was amazing.
Yeah, Benny
You
Greb.
haven't heard of anything. You haven't heard of anything for this year.
I've heard nothing.
No gigs that night.
I don't think.
I only have the Saturday, so it had to be the Saturday, but there's nothing planned. Otherwise, we just do a hangout, I guess.
Yeah, we'll just hang out.
There will be lots of people there
in the hotel where everyone does hang out, and just hang out with some of your idols. See them with a beer in their hand. Okay, well, I think that is a chaotic, kind of disorganized podcast that we haven't had for a while, because we've been a bit more organized. But yeah, so I've got a few people coming in as guests, and we're always looking to promote and get people in, small businesses. I noticed that Preston Prince from Tiki Drums this week, today he posted something. He's got 2 spaces left on his snare building course, which is life-changing, people. Life-changing. I won't go into detail because at the end of the podcast I don't want to keep going on. But check out Tiki Drums. Tiki as in Tiki, drums.com or .co.uk. I'm not sure, but just check it out. Preston does snare building courses, and I think there's 2 spaces left for his October his October course. And it's fantastic, great experience. Right, have a lovely day tomorrow.
Anyway,
I
you
can
too.
sleep and hopefully catch up on your sleep. I appreciate you coming
Yeah.
in.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, I hope I haven't made it too long. I chat a lot, actually. You can stop me when I start. So
I think if we're looking at percentage-wise, I probably had the majority of
I
the
mean, you
chat.
deserve
So I'm
it. You
sorry
know
about
what you're
that.
talking about. I
Not
just
really.
add the stuff. Anyway, so yeah.
Nice to see you again.
Night
And
night. Buenas noches.
buenas noches. Hasta luego.
Follow us on Instagram at the Drum Shed Podcast. Thanks for listening. Follow us on Instagram at the Drum Shed Podcast. Thanks for listening.